Hi, I'm Chris. You're watching Provost Park Pass, and today I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to have an amazing day here at Disneyland Paris. Oh, I love this park so much. Let's go. Oh, that's the entrance to beautiful Disneyland Paris. Let's go in. All right, here's what you need to know. You see this? There's nobody here. If you are staying at a hotel in Disneyland Tokyo, you get in the park 15 minutes early. If you're staying at a Disneyland hotel in America, you get in 30 minutes earlier. If you're staying at a Disneyland hotel in Paris, you get in 1 hour early. 1 hour early, and nobody does it. It's amazing. Check this out. 1 hour early. There's my little son running around. This is it. 1 hour early, guys, and this is beautiful. It's fun. Very few people take advantage of it. Only people here that are the Disneyland hotels, and you get in 1 hour early here at Disneyland Paris. So if you are coming to Disneyland Paris and you're staying in one of the Disneyland hotels, make sure you capitalize on it and really do this because nobody's here. Let me just show you. Oh, the castle. Now, not every attraction, of course, is open here at 1 in the morning. Sorry, I'm not here at 1 in the morning. I'm just a little tired. Not every attraction is open here when you get here 1 hour early. Here's the beautiful castle. We are going to go to Fantasyland and ride Peter Pan first. Right through there, I saw Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. You can see Big Thunder Mountain Railroad was running. Literally, nobody's here right now. It'll start picking up, but we were here right at rope drop. This is Sleeping Beauty's castle here at Disneyland Paris, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's 2 stories, and they have a upstairs, the main floor, and they also have a dungeon in it where you can see a dragon. As you first come in, you can see the beautiful stained glass windows upstairs. There is the stairs to go up. And we are gonna go straight right into Fantasyland. This is Fantasyland. There's Amanda and Miles walking, and we're walking over to Peter Pan. You can see that really nobody's here yet, guys. Oh, they have the little worker there waiting. He's like, hey, let's go do it. We were the very first of the day. All right, guys, they're taking us in to Peter Pan. All right, guys, we are about to take off. The first ride of Peter Pan of the day. They do not have a hidden Mickey like they do at Disneyland California on the Big Ben. We are now going to go into Adventureland to go do Big Thunder, but I want to show you a cool little detail that most people do not know. Right here, they have a little Coca-Cola stand. See this Coca-Cola stand? But what I want you to notice is the swords. Do you see the swords there? Look at the handles of the swords. They're actually Coke bottles. And you can see the Coke bottles right there are the sword handles on the swords. All right, we are now in Frontierland because we want to go do Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. And like I said, this first hour is just golden. Nobody really uses it very much. Only people who can are the people staying at the Disneyland hotels here. And you know how it is when you go on vacation. You get tired and sometimes you want to sleep in, so you don't always use it. Now, this kind of goes without saying, but it's worth it to be aware of that Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is a must-do here at Disneyland Paris. It is the best Disneyland Paris. It's the best Big Thunder Mountain Railroad of all of them, of all four. There's one at Disneyland, there's one in Magic Kingdom, there's one in Tokyo Disney, and then here at Disneyland Paris. Tony Baxter even said, he goes, this is the best one. It is fantastic. It is fun. It goes so fast. It's amazing. So this is the number one must-do you have to do is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. We're starting to get a little bit of a crowd because people are like, oh, heading to Big Thunder, of course. This is the queue to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. And we're gonna come right around here. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad here in Paris is on its own island. That is an island, and in order to get to it, it goes through a dark tunnel underneath the river to get to this amazing island. The rocks are based off of Monument Valley from Arizona. This is where the ride exits out. Right there. In order for the ride to get back from the island, it goes under a long, dark tunnel very fast. And then it comes up a little hill right there and brings you back into the station. Disneyland Paris has two parks. This one has what's also called Walt Disney Studios. Walt Disney Studios, being completely honest with you guys, is okay. But Disneyland Paris is amazing. You can get park hoppers and go back and forth because they're very close. It's like Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. You can walk back and forth. It's like throwing a frisbee to one. Very close. But if you only had to choose one, definitely make it Disneyland Paris. It is stunning. This is the queuing area. As you can see, there's not really too many people here. Not too bad. It takes off, you go right down a tunnel, and it's super fast. Oh! We are hauling. Oh. That is all underwater to take us up this hill, to take us on the island. Now, there is a little rainbow ponds on the right-hand side. And once this ride starts, it does not stop. Oh. Haunted Mansion, and we go through water. Oh! There's their goats. Now, if you go back and rewind it, you'll see a little frame there. It makes a hidden Mickey, the little red wheel, the little balls on top. Again, this is just so fast. third hill is actually the fastest part of the coaster. If you can believe it, you're gonna go through a dark tunnel and it goes down steep and fast. Here we go. It's going so fast at the end.
It's an experience. I'm getting emotional. The first time, there's nothing like riding it for the first time.
Yeah.
Because it is so unique, and the way that it speeds up, and it's just, it really is an incredible experience.
Yeah.
There's some rides that are experiences. Beauty and the Beast in Tokyo, Rise of the Resistance, and Big Thunder Mountain in Disneyland Paris. I'm getting emotional. It's amazing.
All right, so this is the beautiful island. This is where Big Thunder Mountain is. This is the station where you get on. These people right here, they are about to go in this tunnel, and it goes so fast. That's the tunnel it takes you down. It just keeps going steeper, 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 and goes around a corner, and then eventually under this water here. The entire time it's going down, 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 faster, faster, faster. So one thing that you have to be aware of is that here in Disneyland Paris, character meet and greets are a very big deal. Right here is the Mickey Pavilion. People line up and they get long lines. Though, when you do get a chance to meet with a character, they take their time with you. I mean, it's not like it was like fast, fast, fast. They do take your time with you. But the lines can get incredibly long. I mean, you could be waiting anywhere from 45 minutes up to an hour sometimes just to get to meet with a character. The park officially just opened 10 minutes ago. We're back here at Peter Pan, and you'll see that the line for Peter Pan now has gotten quite long. I mean, like, use that hour. If you're staying at Disneyland Hotel, use that hour. This is the back of the castle. Now, something to look at. You'll notice that right here, it looks a little bit different. It's kind of got the copper brown coating. That is Merlin's workshop. You'll also notice that Archimedes, his owl, is right there. That's why Archimedes is there, because that is Merlin's workshop right there at the back of the castle. I just wanted to show you, the park's been open now for about 15 minutes. But I want to show you how crowded the main street is. And then I'm going to take you up to the second level of the castle. It does get a little crowded sometimes. Let's go up the second level of the castle here. It's beautiful. Let's go up these stairs. La Belle Bois Dormant. I think that's a Sleeping Beauty. We just walked up the stairs. And I'm going to show you this whole area here. It's amazing, and you can actually even go outside the castle. But you're first going to see this beautiful stained glass windows, and it tells the story of Sleeping Beauty. And here they are, the three fairies. See their colors up the top up here? Coming down here, the three fairies. Here's the king and his prince, and then here's Maleficent. Now, of course, the story is that Maleficent was jealous. She'll prick her finger on a spindle. Gosh, I can't remember what that's called. What is that called? Those little spindle wheels.
Spindle?
Man, I can't remember the name either, but like the spindle wheel. So the king was like, the queen were like, well, burn them all, so they're all safe. There's Maleficent being mad at her minions. But they forgot. So they, of course, the fairies, they raised Aurora. But she did come and she still touched the spinning wheel. There it is. And they're supposed to kill her, but the fairies adjusted this curse so that she would only fall asleep. Not only did she fall asleep, but everybody in the kingdom fell asleep. And this is a really cool part here. I love this. The fairies put everybody to sleep, and you'll notice this guard here is blue. Because you know they're always battling, make her pink, make her blue. This guard is blue. So if you look over this guard is kind of pink. This is also one of my favorite illusions. It's not very popular anymore, but when it first opened, it was very popular. Is that people would take pictures here of this bird. If you look very carefully in the center of the bird's eye, it's painted red. So that when people would get their film developed, they'd get home And if they took a picture of the flash, this crow would have a red eye, glowing eye to kind of freak people out. Of course, he fought to save Sleeping Beauty, and eventually he did, and he was victorious, and they lived happily ever after. Now I'm gonna go on the outside to show you what the outside looks like, because it's amazing. And this is just right outside the castle on the second level, which you can overlook. You can see all of Fantasyland. And if you look carefully, you can even see it's a small world way back there. I love that you can come up here and overlook it's a cool thing to do. Another unique aspect about this castle is it has a dungeon. And I can't tell you how many times people would tell me that they came to Disneyland Paris, then they watched the video afterwards, like, oh my gosh, we missed the dragon. Do not miss the dragon. Go down into the dungeon and see the dragon. You can get to the dragon from right outside the castle or go through the store here. Oh, you can hear the dragon. Now, I have been told that this is actually Merlin's dragon. This is one of the most fantastic animatronics. I love it. Even his little fingers in the water will sometimes move. You can go down and get real close to the dragon, but I think for the better view, you come up here, go to the shop, and you look right out over. It's just the best way to see the dragon move in its entirety. Right here, you look right down, and that way you can see the entirety of the whole dragon. You can't be down there where the people are, but this is just an excellent view. Here's another aspect of Disneyland Paris that's a little bit different for me than Disneyland. When I'm at Disneyland, I never really think of like going to the shows. I'm thinking about rides or food. But here at Disneyland Paris, they have incredible shows. Here in Disneyland Paris, this side here, they have the Lion King show. I cannot recommend that any higher. It's one of the best shows. Then if you go over to Walt Disney Studios, the other park, they have a show there called Mickey and the Magician. It is absolutely, it's like Broadway levels type of shows. You have to take your time and make sure you see those shows. Oh look, there's a horse. It's clopping along. Make sure you schedule time to see those shows. The Lion King show and also the Mickey and the Magician. They are phenomenal. Another fantastic thing about Disneyland Paris, now Disneyland, churros. Not here in Disneyland Paris. They have crepes. So little carts here, they sell different types of crepes. Not churros, crepes. Oh, there's a Main Street vehicle. Parades are very popular here at Disneyland Paris too. Everybody lines up for them. They're awesome too. Oh, here they are. There you go, Geppetto, Pinocchio. Oh, darn it, Pinocchio. Woo! There's so much. Mickey and Daisy. There's Pluto. Oh. Buzz Lightyear. Woody! Oh, wow. Oh, there's little Simba right there. Zazu. There's old Baloo and Ka. Oh, it's Wendy and a Lost Boy. Skull Rock with Smee and Captain Hook. Crush, Squirt, Nemo, Bubbles.
Par de la langue des baleines, c'est complètement magique! Complètement!
Oh.
Magique!
Thorns. Dragon. Oh, the three fairies. Here comes the princesses. They're all so good. Cinderella. Oh. Oh. that's the end.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Elsa. Et elle, c'est Anna.
This is a must-do here at Disneyland Paris. Here in Main Street, you see beautiful Main. It's very crowded because the parade just kind of got to go over. But right here is the Market House Delicatessen. It's the only place you can get this. They have 2 sandwiches, a croque monsieur. They have turkey and ham. You got to go ham, and there's no vegetarian options, no just cheese. I'm sorry about that, it's kind of sad. But sometimes my wife Amanda will get one and she just takes the ham off and eats it because it's so delicious. You have to come here and get a croque monsieur. This is what you want. All right, this is the croque monsieur. This brown part, that's melted cheese. Inside, you've got like ham and cheese. It is the most divine sandwich you could. I don't even know how to describe it with using my words. So maybe I'll have to do an interpretive dance or something because it is the best thing to get at Disneyland Paris. Agreed?
Agreed.
It's like a buttery, creamy cheese sauce toasted with ham. What more do you want? I am now in downtown Disney, or here in France they call it Disney Village. There's lots of shops and restaurants. And that brings me to the next thing you need to prepare when you come to Disneyland Paris for your first time, or any time really. Normally, when you pack, right, you try to be as efficient as possible and take 1 suitcase or 2 suitcases, and you maximize all the room in your suitcase. I'm gonna recommend when you come to Disneyland Paris, bring an extra suitcase. I'm not joking, I'm not kidding. I've had several friends who come here and they end up buying an extra suitcase because they end up wanting to get all the souvenirs. There's lots of really good souvenirs here for Disneyland Paris. And there's amazing shopping here, and they end up taking home a lot more than they anticipated. So make sure when you pack, think of that. You're like, I need to have a lot of room to bring home souvenirs. Right here, it's like the world of Disney. And of course, you want to look at all the Disneyland Paris stuff. There is so much stuff, guys. They have Christmas decorations, they got luggage, they've got water bottles, they've got toys, they've got shirts, they've got everything you want. So be sure, this is a huge store. This is just outside in Disney Springs, and of course, inside Disneyland Paris, they also have tons of merchandise. Be prepared to spend some money on it probably because they've got great, fun stuff that you just kind of want to have. All right, back outside. You'll notice right there, that is Disneyland Paris right there. But if I turn right here, that is Walt Disney Studios right there. It's very similar to how Disneyland and Disney California Adventure is. You can park hop back and forth. It's easy. You just walk back and forth. If you do want to save some money though, you just get the 1 park per day type thing. Walt Disney Studios is going through some major refurbishments right now. So it's a little bit weird, but they have some amazing attractions here. One, they have Ratatouille. And Ratatouille here, they don't do the 3D glasses, which I think is fantastic. And number 2, they have Crush's Coaster, which is great. They also have Avengers Campus, and it has Iron Man's Flight Force, which is a unique attraction here just to Disneyland Paris as well. We just walked into Walt Disney Studios. It's that simple. Why I'm walking into Walt Disney Studios, by the way, Tower of Terror. Oh. While we're walking in here, I'm gonna tell you the cheapest way to get tickets, the best way to get tickets, is you're gonna wanna call this number 1-855-GETAWAY, 1-855-GETAWAY. There is a link down below, but this is one time you can't click the link. You're gonna have to call the phone number, and when they answer, tell them Provost Park Pass sent you, and then tell them you want to get some quotes on Disneyland Paris. They will go through and help you with everything you need to know about Disneyland Paris, and it's gonna be the best prices on your hotels and the best prices on your tickets coming here to Disneyland Paris. It is the best way, the most affordable way to get your tickets and have your maybe lifetime experience here at Disneyland Paris. It is awesome. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to talk about some pros and cons of Disneyland Paris. I'm going to tell you my honest feelings about it, the truth, so you can be better prepared to make a decision if you want to come here. This is Crush's Coaster. It's excellent, but usually has a very long wait. Let's say you're not interested in going to Disneyland Paris, right? Well, I'm not interested in going to Disneyland Paris. That's not what I want to do, but I do want to go to Disneyland. Right now, there's the best sell I've ever seen, a special deal for Disneyland tickets. there's a little caveat, so kind of go along with me. You'll call the same number, 1-855-GETAWAY, 1-855-GETAWAY. When they answer, tell them Provost Park Pass sent you and say you want to get the Disneyland specials. Here's the deal, is you have to use these tickets though by September 26th of 2024. So you have to use it by September 26th of 2024. And you have to buy at least 3 days. But for adults, it's like $80 a day, and for kids, it's like $50 a day. So you save hundreds of dollars. I've never seen Disney do this big of a deep of a discount on a sale ever. You're getting a 3-day ticket. You do not have to use the tickets consecutively. So you can use it one day in like July, and one day in August, and one day in September. That's perfectly fine. Or you can use it back to back to back, whatever you want to do. If you're thinking of going to Disneyland in Anaheim before September 26th, buy those tickets, because that's the cheapest I've ever seen them. All right, let's continue on, guys, here at Disneyland Paris. This is one of my favorite areas here in Walt Disney Studios. It is Ratatouille area. It's this French pavilion, and they have all these little food carts here that you can buy all these great things of food. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Little Toy Story area here. Now, Disneyland Paris has a thing called Premier Pass. There's no Genie Plus here, nothing like that, but they do have a thing called Premier Pass. Before you get here, you'll want to download the app, the Disneyland Paris app. Once that's downloaded, you can go on, when you get in and check in the park during the day, you can buy the Premier Pass, and that'll let you skip the line of almost all the most popular attractions. Even Peter Pan, it's sweet. The price is variable. It could be from anywhere from like 90 euros up to I think 180 euros or so. It varies depending on the season, but it'll let you go through, it'll let you skip the lines of almost all the most popular attractions, which is fantastic if you want to do that. If it's a really busy day, you might want to think about doing that. Or they also have an option, let's say like for example, we just walked by Crush's Coaster. Everything else is great, you've ridden everything, but Crush's Coaster is a long wait. You can buy a Premier Pass just for Crush's Coaster on the app, and several attractions like It's a Small World and like Tower of Terror. You could buy individual little passes just for that attraction. If you're like, I just want to do that one attraction, you just buy it right through the app. I will say this though, the Premier Pass does sell out. So if it's something you're interested in doing, you want to do it early in the morning, of course, obviously to get the most maximum benefit of it. And also because it will probably sell out. They have a limited number that they have every day. Once they hit that capacity, it sells out. Disneyland Paris has a few attractions like this. This is at Walt Disney Studios. It's like the Cars studio backlot. It takes you on a tour. It's very cute, very kid-friendly. You drive around and you see like little scenes from the Cars movie. You know the Universal Studios tram? That's all exciting, and this is like low-key, very mellow. Nothing too exciting happens, and you just kind of see some cute signs. And this car ride, it goes very slow. I'll show you the most exciting part of the attraction. Road trip. This is a good example of how they have it. It goes in English and French.
Oui, le plus grand écrou de roue du monde. Pour divertir les voyageurs. Le garage, pardon. Oh, the ghost garage. I'd be dying to get out. Hey, it's the Copper Canyon traffic maze. I've been there. Wow, tu as réussi à sortir du labyrinthe. It was
Okay, this is the Catastrophe Canyon.
Wow, this canyon is so beautiful and calm. Seulement en apparence. Wow, pile à l'heure.
Vous devriez tous venir ici faire un bras de toilette. Rien ne vaut un bon vieux lavage naturel à l'ancienne. Un bon bain chaud. Attention, préparez-vous. Elle arrive. Et voilà!
so much. That was incredible. C'est très bon. Au revoir.
I think you should really thank me because when they showed the water come over, I wanted to say the backside of water, but I didn't. I refrained. Self-control. You're welcome. Perfect time to talk about this. Disneyland Paris. It's starting to rain. We gotta talk about weather, but first I gotta find a place that's a little bit dry because it is raining. Disneyland Paris has a brand new shawl called Alice and the Rain of Color. Return to Wonderland. This is the sage. The show is canceled. Here's the plot. The Mad Hatter, he invites Alice in Wonderland and the Queen of Hearts to a party, but they're not gonna have it. So they have a big, huge dance-off and music party, and then the audience votes on who they want. I will play Alice in Wonderland. Jimmy will be the Queen of Hearts. Begin. Oh, hey, I'm Alice.
I'm the queen. Oh yeah.
Now you vote as an audience. Who do you want to come?
Vote for me.
Alice. Vote for Alice.
Vote for the
Vote for
queen.
Alice. And then you vote.
So
That's
vote.
the whole show.
So vote.
Vote. I'm about to go do the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Of course, the Tower of Terror. And it's just like it was in California before they changed it to Avengers. They still have all the great stuff here. So if you see this, and then down the bottom, the letters, come with me.
Yes.
Yeah, we're still kind of battling with it.
Oh, I missed this.
Au-delà, c'est une autre dimension. Une dimension sonore. Une dimension visuelle. Une dimension de l'esprit. Vous pénétrez dans le domaine de la matière, des objets et des idées. Vous venez d'entrer dans la 4e dimension. Hollywood, 1939. Dans le strass et les paillettes d'un Hollywood à l'apogée de son âge d'or, le Hollywood Tower Hotel était une star à part entière. Le lieu de
The
rencontre
little
de
girl
l'élite
has
du
a
show
Mickey,
business.
holding Mickey.
Mais quelque chose à produire qui allait changer tout ça.
They just showed me that's just like from the movie Poltergeist where they draw on the wall and they have that portal that goes through and the little girl's like, Mommy. I apologize. I said Poltergeist. I meant the Twilight Zone episode Little Girl Lost. They have that drawing perfectly. Do you remember coming in for the old Tower of Terror? Let's do it. It's excellent. They updated it a few years ago where the little girl is talking to you the entire time and she's like, it only gets worse if you scream. Don't scream. It's amazing. Oh, bye-bye.
I love your YouTube channel.
Oh, thank you. So, anyways, it is awesome. And they updated it so the little girl, it's a new actress playing the little girl, and she's like first talks in French. She's like, je m'appelle little girl, and like, sacre bleu. And then all of a sudden she says, sacre bleu. And then she says, if you scream, it only gets worse. And then everybody starts screaming. And it drops. It is so good. So they have these little pillbox hats, which I love. But they have brand new ones. So the new ones have a red top, and these are the old ones with the black top. And these are the Hollywood Tower Hotel. And then they have these little water bottles, and the top is the hat. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Then, yeah, oh, that's sweet. Then you gotta go look at, wait, Inez, put it back on. It's all decked out. And then they have the ears over here. And the ears also have the little hat. And then the sweater. That's what I'm talking about. You guys need to bring an extra suitcase because there's so much merchandise. I can't handle this. They have a baseball jersey in France. Vive la France! It's a baseball jersey. It's the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Baseball jersey. Turn it around. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Here I can show you the little hidden Mickey. The girl is holding that little Mickey. when you're here, it's going to rain on one of the days you're here, most likely. And just be prepared. So when Amanda and I come, we always bring some rain ponchos and umbrellas. I carry them around in my backpack. Even on days that are sunny, I carry everything around in my backpack to make sure that that we have them with us. There are lots of covered areas in the park. It's raining very hard. A lot of covered areas in the park where you can go to get out to escape the rain. Just be aware. I mean, I just carry a backpack. Even on sunny days, I've got rain ponchos and umbrellas. Now, the fireworks show is good, but really what you want to see is the drone show. Fireworks show here at Disneyland Paris go when the park closes. So if the park closes at 11 o'clock at night, fireworks show starts at 11 o'clock at night. The drone show starts 10 minutes before the fireworks show. So whatever time the park closes, it's 10 minutes prior. So if the park closes again at 11 o'clock at night, then they're gonna have fireworks at 11. The drone show, which that's what you want to see, that's at 11, that's at 10:50. So make sure you always, it's different. It's not like America where they have like fireworks show like at 9:35 or whatever. It's when the park closes, that's when the fireworks goes, and then make sure you catch the drone show. It is so good. Let me do the pros and cons of Disneyland Paris. It's right there, it's beautiful. All right, let's start with the cons. You will do everything. If you had 3 days here in Disneyland Paris, you'll cover it from top to bottom. You'll do everything there is to do. After 3 days, you'll start doing a lot of repeats and doing more things like that. So for Americans coming over here to Paris, it might be good to go spend some other time maybe in Paris or other areas and spend 3 days here. Or if you don't mind spending more time just redoing more things, don't mind redoing the same things over and over, then be aware that after 3 days, there really isn't anything new to explore. But that's not a bad thing, it's just a different thing. There is a little bit of smoking that might be a shock to some Americans coming here for the first time. You'll see some people smoking. It's not as much as it was in Europa Park in Germany, but there is smoking. They do have designated smoking areas, but sometimes the people smoke outside of those areas. Another con would be the weather. You're just gonna get rained on, but that's just part of the whatever. Pros, it's Disneyland Paris. It feels magical to me. Now, if you come with expecting it to be just like Disneyland, you might be a little bit disappointed. But if you come with an open mind just to have a great experience, you are absolutely going to love it and have a great time. I love it here. It's one of my very favorite Disney parks. It's very fun. The cast members, I think, are very polite, they're very kind. There's really no problem with the translation or speaking English to French. It's very easy to do, it's easy to navigate. They have fantastic shows, they have fantastic rides, and it is awesome. I think their main street is one of the best main streets, not to mention their castle. Their castle is one of the most beautiful castles I've ever seen in my entire life. I love it. Every time I've come here, I love it, I love it, I love it. I think it's fantastic. It kind of started off on a little bit of a rough patch, so let's talk about that. When it was first opened up in 1992, they called it Euro Disney. The reason they called it Euro Disney is they wanted to be inclusive to everybody in Europe. But at the time, nobody knew what a euro was or anything like that. It confused a lot of people. Like, where's Euro Disney even located? So they ended up rebranding it to Disneyland Paris, which was a smart thing to do. But when it first opened up, it kind of had a rough start. So a lot of times people hear those stories about how it had a rough start and they think that it's like that now. It is not. Disneyland Paris is fantastic. I think the cast members are great. It's clean, it's fun, the attractions are awesome, and it's a really, really good time. If you're ever thinking about going to a foreign Disney, this would be the first one I would recommend. It's easy to navigate, and it's awesome. The other big pro here is that extra hour early in the morning. I showed the video this morning to some cast members. I'm like, look how crazy. I'm like, is it always like that? They're like, it's always like that. Most people don't come that early, so that first hour, the extra morning, the extra hour, wow, the best. This has been fun. It's been the Provost Euro Park Pass. You guys chose that name. It's been great. See, I'm down here at downtown Disney. It's got this amazing balloon, everything. This is the Disney Village. It's just really fun. Now, I need your input. Where do we go to next? I am going to be going to Disneyland. I might be able to sneak in and go to Disneyland Paris one more time, just a little bit before we travel. Maybe make one more video just showing that. I love it here. I just love it here so much. But my next couple of videos are going to be Disneyland. Gonna be back in Disneyland which I absolutely love. I know you guys love those videos too, and it's a lot of fun. So hit the subscribe button, hit that like button. Oh, and if you don't know about this, if you want to become part of our Patreon community, you know at the end you see the cards, the names. There's a link down below. You click on that link. It's $3 a month. For $3 a month, you get your name, and every time we do like little extra videos, those videos go just to our Patreons. Like we do travel videos, those are just gonna be going to our Patreon. So if you are interested in seeing behind the scene things at PROVOST Park Pass, to become a Patreon, join this amazing community. It is, I mean, all our special announcements go to Patreon first. So if you want to do that, click the little link down below. And then after Disneyland, after I do a couple of Disneyland videos, where do you want to send me? Normally I'm just like, let's just more Disneyland. But you guys seem to be enjoying these videos where I travel a lot. I did all the hotels at Florida. You guys really enjoyed that. Amanda told me to ask you guys, where should I go next? What do you want to see? And if we can figure it out, I'll go there and do it for you guys. You guys are the absolute best. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. You guys are the best. And lastly, I have to talk to you guys 1 second. Let me find a little spot here. I just want to take this quick little moment to talk to you. And I am talking to you. I hope you know that. I want you to know that you make the world a better place. Did you know that? You absolutely do, 100%. If you're going through a difficult time right now, take a deep breath with me. It's going to get better. I promise you. Don't give up. You make the world a better place, and I appreciate you. And I hope you hear that enough. And lastly, I don't know if you know this, did you know you can subscribe for free to PROVOST Park Pass? Just hit the subscribe button, and you could make the notifications of how often you want to get notified, because we try to do a minimum of like 3 videos a week. If you want to watch them all, or just one, or the ones you like, just watch the ones that you like. But hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss any cool videos or new adventures that are going on. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. You're the best. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Disneyland Paris is amazing. People always ask me, do I like going to Disneyland Paris? And I always have to say, wee, 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 wee. And to our Patreons, I love you. We couldn't do this without you. We.